Hello everyone, I hope all of you are keeping safe and keeping fine. Welcome to Talks by Ash. I am actually happy about the fact that today is actually the 10th episode of Talks by Ash, because when I started back in January, coming to my 10th talk was actually a milestone, and thinking about it now makes me happy. But I know I have not been consistent, and I hope to be more punctual in putting more of this content in the future. So with that, let's move on to today's topic. Feel free to ask any questions related to the topic. I will answer them at the end of the talk. So today's talk is letting go of negativity. Negativity is something we are all familiar with. We as humans, we have negative thoughts when something makes us sad, or if we are upset, if we get frustrated, we tend to think of a lot of negative things, and over time it makes us feel sad and we do not feel like moving on with our day-to-day activities. So I was reading an interesting fact the other day which said that as an average human being, we have about 6,000 thoughts going into our head per day. Sometimes it can be even more. So given the fact that we have 6,000 thoughts in our mind, having a couple of thousands or a couple of hundreds which are negative is normal. It's something to be accepted, and it's okay if you have negative thoughts. We all do. I have, you have, we all do it, so it's fine. But having negative thoughts can lead to a dangerous situation when we have a continuous strain of negative thoughts. That's when it becomes a problem, because it can lead to dangerous issues like maybe depression, maybe frustration, anxiety, stress, and whatnot. So before I tell you how we can let go, or why is it so important for us to let go of negative thoughts, let me tell you a scenario which is common in all of our households. So as human, we do like to live in an environment, live in a setting which is clean, which is tidy. And because of that, with our furnitures or among our household items, we definitely own dustbins, broomsticks, maybe other cleaning equipments, vacuum cleaners, certain favorite type of detergents, disinfectants, and name whatnot. And we make it a part of our routine to clean the homes and make sure that it is tidy. Some of us, we want to do it regularly, at least once a day. For some of us, it's once in few days or once a week. And in some cases, we might even bring someone, and we might hire a maid or a cleaner to help clean it for us. But whatever the case it is, we definitely follow up on it. We do it. So why do you think that is? That is because as humans, we are obsessed, or we tend to appreciate things when it is cleaner around us. So when I say around us, it means in our external environment. So if we are taking so much of time and need and effort to keep our surroundings clean, then of course it is twice more important to keep our mind and soul clean. So clean, dispose of all the negative stuff, dispose of the negativity. So you will notice whenever we clean our homes, we would make sure that we collect the garbage, collect it in one particular area. Maybe usually it would be your dustbin, right? Maybe you will have one for your kitchen waste, one for your living room, bedroom, bathroom, whatnot. So you will have set places where you would collect your dirt, and once it is full, we would go and dispose it. Likewise, we need to find ways of collecting our negativity in one particular area, so that once it is full, we can dispose of the negativity. Why do we dispose the garbage? Because we need to make space for whatever the future garbage or the new dirt that will collect in the future. There are so many ways and so many articles out there where you can read and learn the different ways we can adapt to let go of your negativity. But today I will mention 3 basic things, and as individuals, our preference would differ. We would have our own choice. So the 3 types or the 3 ways would be talk about it, write about it, or act on it. 3 ways. So if you are a person who likes to talk to people, who likes to share your stuff, all that is going on in your head, if you want to share it with a person, then I suggest you find someone and catch up with that person on a routine, maybe weekly, monthly, whatever the basis. Just catch up with that particular person so you can share your thoughts, share your negativities, and just vent out to that person. But you need to make sure that particular person should definitely be someone you can trust and someone who trusts you in return. It could be your partner, maybe your parents, maybe your sisters, your brothers, or even some of your best friends. Whoever it is, make sure you catch up with that particular person and share your thoughts and put out your negativity. The second way you can collect your negative thoughts or put it out is write. So if you are a person like me who likes to overthink a negative scenario, so you would play the negative issue in your head over and over again, a million times, and every time you think about it, you add a new detail, and the image in your brain just grows bigger. It just becomes huge. So in that case, if you can learn to write your thoughts out, write your negative thoughts out, it will definitely help. From personal experience, it has helped me, and I'll tell you why. Because we as humans, we can think very much faster than we talk. Now, even though I'm talking to you now, my brain is thinking of so many other things to say, right? It's thinking at a fast rate, and it is the same with you. You are watching this video when you are having 1,000 things running in your mind. But we talk in a way which is much faster than we can write. So even you have this problem in your head, something that pissed you off, something that made you angry, something that made you frustrated, take a pen, take a paper or your journal or your diary or whatnot and start to write the thoughts. You will find out that it is hard, very hard for you to write the particular issue, because when you write, your brain is automatically filtering out or trying to pull out what is the most important thing to say, or how do you start to say the problem. So when you start writing it or start trying to imagine what you should write on the paper, automatically, without your knowledge, you are emptying your negative thoughts and it's being collected on your book or paper, journal, whatnot. And the third way, act on it. So when I talk to a few of my friends or maybe colleagues, even family members sometimes, you see them engaging in some task, some kind of activity when they are upset or sad. Maybe you'll try to rearrange your entire closet, maybe clean the home, go for a run, go for a walk, or just do some activity that burns out the energy, that pulls out. Because in their situations, they would prefer or they empty their negativity by engaging in some strenuous activity. So whether it is talking about it, whether it is writing about it, or whether it is acting on it, either way, you are collecting and you are putting your negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative vibes out of you. So before I started talking about how important or why we need to let go of negativity, I was creating this scenario where we as humans, we like to clean our surroundings, we like to clean our homes. And if there is one thing that we all do is like we would make sure that we will definitely, or every time we clean, we would make sure that we empty or throw out the garbage, throw out the dirt. You need to start doing the same with your negative thoughts as well, because negative thoughts, it's not something that you can empty out today and think like, okay, you have no more negative thoughts, because face it or not, whether we accept it or not, it is going to collect again, it's going to come back. So make sure you need to empty that, and if you are talking to a person about it, if that is your way of collecting your negative thoughts out of you, then you may need to ask the person for their feedbacks, their reflections, or their thoughts, and ask them advice. So when you listen to them, you will realize maybe there is something that you need to work on. Maybe it was actually your fault, or maybe there is something you can do better the next time something happens. And if you are writing about it, and this again is something that I have experienced by my own, I would take up the journal maybe after a week or two, or even sometimes after a month, and go back to what I would have written about. And if I read it, that moment could be a point where I have already realized what my mistakes were. Or if I read it back again, maybe I'll see it from a calmer perspective and in a better way for me to understand myself better and try to improve, bring out the better version of myself. And if you are the person who likes to act on it and maybe do some exercise or go out or take a walk or something like that, then later on when your mind is calm, just think about everything and see whether you are calm enough to understand the situation, calm enough to realize what the root cause behind it is and what not. And the last point I want to mention before I end the talk for today is that the reason when we clean our homes and we collect the garbage and we always make sure to throw it out is because what will happen if you do not empty your trash today, your trash this week, your trash next month? It will create a situation where the garbage is overflowing, and once it overflows, all the dirt will start falling and spilling onto the floor, and if it goes neglected, it will start to stink. Your house can become a very smelly place and you will not be comfortable. That is exactly what will happen with your body, with your soul, and with your inner mind if you do not empty that negativity. At one point or another, you're going to bring out that negativity from inside you to the outside. It is going to come out of you. You are going to snap at somebody, you're going to shout at somebody, and you are going to bring that negativity maybe onto your partner, onto your family, onto your children. Even sometimes it can interrupt your work and other activities as well. So it is very important you learn to collect your negativity, learn to empty your negativity, and try to move on. When you talk about negativity, we have a lot of topics. For example, I just spoke about why it is important to let go, why we need to let go of the negativity. But if you really go into this, there are so much of other topics as well. Like for example, you can talk about what is the root cause or what is the main reason behind this negative issue and what is causing it. Or we can talk about leading a life in a more positive way with little or minimal negativity. But those are broader talks. Please do let me know if you want me to bring these topics in my future talks as well. So seems like a lot of you guys are online. Thank you so much for staying on the live till the very end. How to deal with my husband when I'm negative about him. Okay, I think it happens with every one of us, and it's not easy. Of course, it's not easy. We would definitely first go into a very negative situation where we ourselves will feel angry and you kind of went out. But I think the best way would be to just stay calm, or if you just speak things out in anger, it's okay, leave it at it as it is, and calm yourself down first and then think about it, then have a proper conversation, the both of you, and just tell him what is bothering you or what made you feel so negative and what situation it is, and I'm pretty sure doing that you can work it out. I hope it helped. So stay home, stay safe, do your part to be socially responsible. Those who are thinking about taking vaccinations, please do. And those who have second thoughts about vaccinations, think again. If you are not doing this for yourself, you are at least doing it for your elders, for your children, for your society. So please do think about it and do your part in being socially responsible. And thank you very much guys for joining the live session today. Stay home, stay safe, and have a nice day and nice week ahead. See you. Bye bye.